If you've ever made a mistake so big that it felt like the world was crashing down around you, then you know the weight of regret. It's a heavy burden to carry, one that can make you feel isolated and lost. But even in the darkest moments, there is a glimmer of hope, a chance for redemption. If you've ever hoped for forgiveness, even when it seemed impossible, then this story is for you. It's a tale that transcends time, a story of love, loss, and the power of forgiveness. Gather around and listen closely, for this story has been told for generations, offering solace and hope to those who need it most. Once, there was a young man who left home with his share of his father's wealth. He was eager to explore the world, to experience life beyond the confines of his family's home. With dreams in his eyes and money in his pocket, he set off on a journey, believing that happiness could be bought. But the world is not always kind to the naive. He spent his wealth on wild living, indulging in every pleasure he could find. It wasn't long before his money ran out, and with it, his so-called friends. He found himself broke, hungry, and alone, a far cry from the life he had imagined. In his darkest moment, as he sat in the dirt, contemplating his fate, he remembered his father's love. It was a love that had always been there, unwavering and unconditional. He realized that he had taken it for granted, and now, in his time of need, it was the only thing that could save him. With a heart full of regret and humility, he decided to go back. He was willing to beg to be a servant in his father's house, believing that even the life of a servant would be better than the misery he was enduring. The journey home was long and arduous, but with each step, he felt a glimmer of hope. As he approached his home, he saw his father in the distance. To his surprise, his father ran towards him, arms outstretched. The young man braced himself for anger, for scolding, but instead, he was met with a warm embrace. His father hugged him tightly and kissed him, tears of joy streaming down his face. There was no anger, no scolding, just pure, unconditional love. It was a love that forgave all, that welcomed him back with open arms despite the mistakes he had made. The son, overwhelmed with emotion, said, "Father, I've sinned against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son." His voice trembled with sorrow and regret, but his father's response was immediate and unwavering. The father called for a celebration, saying, "This my son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." The household rejoiced, for the prodigal son had returned, and with him, the promise of a new beginning. No matter how far you've strayed, remember, there is always a way back. The path to redemption is never closed, and the door to forgiveness is always open. There's always a way back. No matter the mistakes you've made, no matter the regrets you carry, there is always hope for a new beginning. The love that forgives is always there, waiting for you to return. The journey of the prodigal son is not just a tale of one man's return, but a reflection of the human condition. We all have moments of weakness, times when we stray from the path. But it is in these moments that we find our true strength, our capacity for change and growth. Making amends is never easy. It requires humility, courage, and a willingness to face the consequences of our actions. But it is through this process that we find redemption, that we heal the wounds we have caused and rebuild the bridges we have burned. And in the end, it is peace that we seek. The peace that comes from knowing we have done our best to right our wrongs, to seek forgiveness, and to offer it in return. It is a peace that fills our hearts and souls, allowing us to move forward with hope and love. Love is the foundation of forgiveness. It is the force that binds us together, that allows us to see beyond the mistakes and flaws of others. It is through love that we find the strength to forgive, to let go of the past, and to embrace the future with open arms. As we reflect on the story of the prodigal son, let us remember the importance of family, of the bonds that connect us. These bonds are not easily broken, and even when they are strained, they can be mended with love, patience, and understanding. Sometimes the path to forgiveness begins with a simple act of reaching out. A letter, a phone call, a heartfelt conversation. These small gestures can open the door to healing and reconciliation. They remind us that we are not alone, that there is always someone who cares. The journey of redemption is not just about seeking forgiveness from others, but also about forgiving ourselves. It is about recognizing our own worth, our own potential for growth and change. It is about finding the strength within to overcome our challenges and to become the best version of ourselves. As we move forward, let us carry the lessons of the prodigal son with us. Let us remember that no matter how far we have strayed, there is always a way back. Let us embrace the power of forgiveness, the strength of love, and the hope of a new beginning. Share this story with others, for it is a story that resonates with the human experience. It is a story that reminds us of our capacity for change, our ability to forgive, and our potential for growth. It is a story that can inspire and uplift, offering hope to those who need it most. Spread the message of hope, love, and forgiveness. Let it be a beacon of light in the darkness, a reminder that no one is ever too far gone to be found. Let it be a testament to the power of redemption and the enduring strength of the human spirit. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to my channel.